I'm Carly, and today we're going to be making pop-up cards. So just a little refresher, you're going to need some paper. You can use colored construction paper if you have any. I don't have any, so I'm just going to use white paper and I'm going to decorate it. A pencil, glue, scissors. Be careful with your scissors. You might want to ask a parent to help you out with it. And you're going to want some decorating supplies. I just have a big box of markers that I'm going to be using. So the first step in making our cards is you want to take a piece of paper, and for this step you would want to use white paper just so your colors will pop out more. And you're going to fold it hamburger style. So you have a piece of paper that will open like so. And now what you want to do is you want to figure out which side is your top. So imagine like you're reading a book. All right, I have a book right here. Does it open from, does it open from the right side to the left or from the left side to the right? So our books normally will open from the left to the right. So you want to make sure that this little opening flap is on your right side. It might be mirrored for you guys, so just be aware of that, but you want to make sure that the opening flap is on your right side. And now what you want to do is you want to take your paper and you want to go about halfway, but you can do this wherever you would like. And you want to cut two little lines just in the middle and not too long, just like a very small little line, like so. I'll show you guys. This is what the cuts look like. They're very small. And they don't have to be straight. Mine aren't very straight, but the straighter you get them, the better. And they're just really small. Now you want to open your card so it almost looks like a little computer. And you want to take this little square that you've made and you want to push from the outside of the card inwards so you get this little thing that will pop out. And then when you fold the card, you have a little square. So now what you're going to want to do is you want to kind of make sure that that square isn't going anywhere. You want to make sure that it's very strong and sturdy. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take your other paper and you're going to cut out something fun. I think I'm going to do a little flower. So I finished cutting out my flower, and now I'm going to decorate it. You guys can decorate whatever you drew. You guys can do a house, you can do a flower, you can do a bunch of flowers, you can do a bunny, you can do whatever you want. But keep in mind we're trying to make a more springtime card, so flowers would be great. So I'm going to show you guys my colored flower. So here's my newly decorated flower. So now what I'm going to want to do is grab my card and you're going to want to glue it to this little box that you created. If you have a bigger thing, you want to make sure that you glue at the very bottom just so you have enough room in your card so it can be like a little surprise. So I'm going to grab my glue stick. I'm just going to do a little dot on the back. That's a little bit more than a dot, but still being careful. And then I'm going to grab the little box that's popping out. I think this angle is good. And then I'm going to glue my little flower so it looks like this. So now here's the fun part. If you want to add more, like little pop-ups, you can. And I'll do a couple more so you guys can see what that looks like. But if you don't want to add any more, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so I just finished decorating my other flower. So now we're going to attach it. I'm going to fold my card over and I'm going to make a small cut. Make sure to leave room between your other cuts just so that you don't have one big giant blob. And I'm going to do a little small one because the flower that I made is actually pretty small. So make sure to be careful just so you don't kind of mess your other little design up. If you decide to do this, you obviously don't have to. So we have our little cutout, grab our glue stick, just a little bit on the bottom, a little bit more. This glue's kind of running out. And I'm just gonna glue it like that. So cute. So now you guys can literally do like a little design or whatever you guys want. And then I'm gonna show you guys one other way to do your pop-ups. So I just did a quick decoration. I just wrote Happy Spring at the top with some fun colors. And then I wrote my friend, who I'm gonna be giving this card to, a little message. It just says, I hope your spring is filled with many flowers and fun times. Love, Cardy Carly. And there's one other way you guys can do a little pop-up. And I'm going to teach you that just really quick. It's a little more complicated, but it is a really cool way. So what you're going to want to do is grab your piece of paper, and this is just the one I've been doing my cutouts from, and you're just going to cut a small strip. I'm not really measuring it, but I'm going to make sure that it's pretty straight across. And it's relatively thin like this. And then I'm going to fold it so that we have a little accordion. So what you're gonna do is you just wanna start and you're gonna fold it down. Then you wanna fold it the opposite way. So you're gonna fold it down, flip it over, and fold it down, flip it over, fold it down, fold it down. And then keep going until you have a little accordion type thing. And what you can actually do, which is super cool, is you can glue it to your little, your card. So I'm gonna show you guys how to glue it down. There's gonna be a little end piece on either end that hasn't been folded because you're not folding, because that's just how the folds work. And you're just gonna put a little glue on it. Just that end tab, you wanna make sure you don't put it on the actual little bungee type card. And I'm just gonna glue it down to the bottom of my card with the little messages. You guys can do this wherever you want. I'm just choosing to do it here because I think it's gonna look really, really cool. Just making sure the folds stick. And then I'm gonna do a little bee, so that cut out and draw a little bee. So I just cut out my little bee. You guys obviously don't have to do a little bee. You guys can do a little flower or whatever you would like. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just glue it down to this little accordion that I have made. I'm actually gonna cut my accordion a little because I think it's just a little bit too long. So I'm just gonna make sure I cut it on the fold. And if you cut it, because yours is a little too long as well, you guys can use this to make another one if you want. I think I'm just gonna stick with one because I feel like if I do another one, it's gonna be a little too much. So I'm gonna quickly glue this bee down. Just put some glue on it. And so now I have completed my card. You guys can obviously add as many or as few little pop-ups as you want. And I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. And also if you guys would like, you can glue your paper down to another little colored paper. I don't have any colored paper and I like mine this way, but if you guys want, you can glue it down to construction paper, kind of just fold it, and then here's your color. Let me just quickly do a little design so you know which paper is what. So I'm gonna take this. If you guys want to do this, you're going to take your little colored paper. Just imagine that this was fully colored. You don't want to fold it quite yet, but what you want to do is you want to basically place your card right here, fold it over. So then you've got this nice green card, and then you would glue it down, and then you open it, and it says Happy Spring, a little pop-up. and a little bee that will also pop up, or a little side thing. So I hope you guys had fun making your little cards. Obviously this end part is optional, as you can see, but I think it looks really cute with and without.
Hi everyone, I'm Science Samantha, and I'll be teaching you how to do a science lab called the Capillary Action Rainbow.
The materials that you'll need for this activity are 6 small plastic cups or glasses, 6 sheets of paper towels, food dye in the primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue. This can be food gel or food coloring, and water.
I hope you guys had a great time, and be sure to check back for our next video. Thank you!